At Roland, we've been making electronic drums and percussion for quite a long time. We started off making rhythm composers of drum machines, V-drums since '97. This is the first product we've ever designed specifically to work with acoustic drums as part of a hybrid drum kit. Hybrid is about bringing together electronic and acoustic percussion into one drum kit. You can kind of create the ultimate drum kit and the ultimate drum sound really, and that for me is really, really exciting. TM-2 stands for trigger module. What that means is inside here we've got lots of percussion sounds that we can trigger by connecting external pads, or we could connect acoustic drum triggers, and when you build that in with your acoustic drums there's a whole host of extra sounds that can come from here. What's unique about the TM-2 is it's got lots of sounds inside already that you can use straight out the box, but because there's an SD card slot you can put your own sounds, your own samples, pop it inside the TM-2, and then you can assign those sounds to any of the pads or any of the triggers you connect to it. So the opportunity for you to kind of customise your sound is huge. One of the things that people worry about with going hybrid is the fact they're going to have lots of cables trailing over their acoustic kit. Obviously with acoustic drums there's no wires or cables involved at all. The TM-2 is battery powered, so you can put AA batteries in here, run the whole thing off of that. The only wires that you have in your setup are the cables between the triggers or the pads and the module itself. We've also designed the TM-2 to be really affordable as well, so it means that if you want to go and give hybrid a try, you don't have to have a huge investment in lots of gear to see if it works for you.
There's three things you can achieve by adding a TM-2 to your setup. There's enhancement, layering, and expansion. So enhancement of a sound is one of my favourite features. It gives you certain elements of each drum. So let's say, for example, you wanted a real bit of bottom end on the kick, or you wanted some real heavy front end attack on a snare drum, or your toms weren't quite cutting it, you want a little bit more mid-range resonance. You could basically trigger all of those with enhancement and you get the biggest sound out the front that you've ever had. Layering for me is exactly what it says on the tin. Let's say I want a hand clap on my snare drum, or I want a sub drop on my floor tom. I can layer that sound. Any one of the sounds in any of these modules, I can layer on each individual drum. Still have this wonderful acoustic sound, but layered with a tambourine, a hand clap, a sub drop, anything I want to layer, I can. I can expand my kit. So take away these triggers, I could just have one single module. It could be plugged into a couple of pads or BT1s. So if I wanted to play a cowbell on the side, I could do. It just gives you a few more voices to your arsenal of sounds. Essentially, if I had TM-2, I could just have overheads realistically and get away with it, because I can trigger all of my favourite kick sounds, snare sounds, tom sounds out of the module. I could even sample this kit and play it back through the module so it's coming out the front. With TM-2, if you are triggering those elements, so you're taking the front end attack and you just put a little bit through the PA, you can get the most perfect kit sound in the smallest venue to the biggest venue. With layering and enhancement, you can achieve anything. So whatever drum sound you want, you can get it. If you want a big, fat 22-inch kick drum and you want it to sound really low end, you can achieve that. If you want a little bebop 18, you can achieve that. If you want a tom that rings on for days, you can achieve that. If you want a short, really short, attacking sort of 70s prog sounding drum, you can achieve that. And it's so simple.
The TM-2 for me is a really, really exciting product because it's truly the first of its kind.
You can sound like anything with TM-2.